Hi you guys, it's Pinkraye. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you this turquoise eyeshadow look inspired by Alia's Rock the Boat video, so stay tuned to check that out. Alright, so first I'm going to start with moisturizing my face. I'm just going to use my Jergens lotion. So I'm going to move on to the very first step of our makeup, which is the brows. I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild brow pencil in the color Brunettes Do It Better. This color is pretty much a dark brown color, but it's not too dark. I find that it works very well for me because my eyebrow hairs are very thin and fine, so they have a light color to them, and this brow pencil in particular is very complementary to my brow hairs. I try to avoid anything that's too dark or too light, but this pencil is perfect. So now that I've filled out my brows, I'm going to go ahead and clean those up with some concealer. I'm going to be using my LA Pro Conceal, both in the color Toffee as well as the color Dark Cocoa. Now this gives me a shade that's at least one shade lighter than my skin tone. I just like to do this because it gives me a highlighted look, which will complement my highlight and contour that I'm going to be doing later. After lining up your brows with your concealer, it is important to go in and blend it out. So I'm going to be using my e.l.f. C brush. Now this step is very important because it does help to eliminate that halo effect that surrounds your brows, and you also want to make sure that your brows look really clean and your blending is perfect so that ultimately all of your makeup is cohesive. Now that my brows are all nice and cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and start on my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using this purple color from the single eyeshadow palette by CoverGirl as my transition color, just to give my overall look a soft feel and make sure that it has a nice transition. Now, after applying my transition color, I'm going to go ahead and use my black Radiance palette and pop this dark purple into the outer creases just to give the look a more dramatic feel. Now that we've finished with the transition color and the outer crease color, we're going to go ahead and move on to the most important part of this video, which is the turquoise eyeshadow. I'm going to start with this CoverGirl single eyeshadow palette in this turquoise color as a base color. So in case you guys are wondering, which I'm sure you are, my inspiration for this turquoise look was pretty much drawn from the scenery of the Bahamas, which is where the Rock the Boat video was filmed. I don't know, I just really love the beach, and I love tropical islands just like the Bahamas, of course, and everything was so beautiful and serene. Of course, you got the different greens and turquoise and blues of the water and the sky, and everything was so pretty. So I had this turquoise eyeshadow laying around, and I was like, hey, I could probably do something with that. So here we are. And you guys know how much I love glitter, so I'm going to be topping that base eyeshadow color off with a liquid eyeshadow glitter. It's in the same color, and I'm just going to be using a sponge brush to top that off. This glitter is made by Ruby Kisses, which is the same brand of glitter that I used in my very first video. So yeah, I'm going to top that off just to give the look a little extra oomph and a little glow and girly feel to it. It's time to move on to the eyeliner. I'm going to be using this LA Colors liquid eyeliner in the color black. I really love this eyeliner because it has a matte finish to it, and I'm also going to be using this tape just to help line up my liner because I'm really bad at freehanding my wing liner, so this just helps to take care of any messy areas that I create. So for the lashes today, I'm going to be using these brand new Eyelure Luxe Mink lashes that I picked up recently. Now I feel like it was really important to use some dramatic lashes because if you guys can recall, Aaliyah did have some really dramatic lashes in the video. Hers actually had rhinestones on them, mine do not, but these are a lot similar to hers without the rhinestones. So yeah, I just wanted to duplicate that look, and I just picked these up, so I'm going to have to resize them. Since this is my first time opening these lashes, I'm going to have to resize them because typically when I open Eyelure lashes for the first time, they are bigger than my lid. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut them. And if you decide to cut yours, just make sure that they do fit your lids properly. Alright you guys, so for my eyelash glue today, I'm going to be using my hair bonding glue. Typically, I do prefer hair bonding glue over regular eyelash glue just because it has a better hold for me. Like I explained to you guys before, I do have a really bad allergy problem. So a lot of times I find myself putting on my lashes with regular eyelash glue and my eyelashes would peel off because my eyes would be watering and it would just be a really bad mess. So I found that I do get a better hold with the hair bonding glue. Alrighty, now that the lashes are out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and apply my NYX Full Coverage Color Correcting Concealer in the color Orange. This is very beneficial in helping to hide all of your dark marks or any type of dark areas that you might have under the eyes. Now I'm going to be moving on to the foundation. I do have to mix my foundations between two colors because it is pretty difficult for me to find a color that accurately matches my skin tone. I'm going to be mixing my Sephora foundation in the color Deep. This is number 65, as well as my Revlon Colorstay foundation in the color Mocha. I'm going to mix those together. I'm going to take my beauty blender along with my Urban Decay Oil Control Setting Spray. Dampen my beauty blender and blend that out. Now it's time for me to move on to my highlight and contour. Now since my very first video, I have updated my routine and I might have a video coming for that later. So for my highlight, I previously was using the color Toffee. Now I've moved on to Expresso, and I really like this color because it gives me a more natural looking highlight versus the Toffee, which was kind of more dramatic for me. So and for my contour, I'm going to be using the color Mahogany in LA Colors. This is the darkest color that they go down to. Now I found that I really like this because it basically reinforces my natural skin tone instead of giving me a look that's too dramatic. You guys know before I was using an eyeshadow for my contour, but now I've upgraded. So now that that's blended out, I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup. I normally use the Urban Decay De-Slick spray as well as the matte setting spray. I like to use two because I have combination skin and they give me a really great hold for my makeup, a long lasting hold. Now it's time to move on to my favorite step, which is the bronzer or my highlighter. I'm going to be using my favorite highlighter, which is this bronzy looking color. I forgot the name of it. I'm going to put that in the description bar below. And it's by Ruby Kisses. It's all over glow. And I'm also going to take my Echo Tools fan brush. I just got it recently. Yay! Finally got a fan brush. I'm going to be using that. I'm just going to apply it to all of my favorite areas, like. As a final step to this look, I'm going to go ahead and apply my lipstick. Now, if you guys can remember from the Rock the Boat video, Aaliyah did have like a shimmery, nude, glossy lipstick look going on, and I wanted to duplicate that. So I'm going to be using my liquid lingerie in the color Beauty Mark and top that off with this peachy lip gloss color by Black Radiance. I can't remember the name right now, but I will make sure to drop that in the description bar below. I'm just going to line that up with a little pencil just to give it an edgier look. Alright you guys, here's my final look. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video just as much as I enjoyed making it. I really loved the Rock the Boat video. That's one of my favorite videos of all time. And I really loved Aaliyah as an artist. Rest in paradise, Aaliyah. You guys, if you have any additional questions or concerns, feel free to comment down below and I will make sure to get back with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also don't forget to comment any additional ideas that you would like for me to do for my next few videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.